ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce one of the loveliest and most charming girls we have in our business. A very fine entertainer. I know you're going to enjoy her. Here she is, Miss Gracie Barrie.
Nobody make a move, 'cause I've got you all on a spot. I want you to answer my question, no matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter who you are or what you've got. Now this is my question. Are you having any fun? What are you getting out of living? Though prices are sky high, don't you cry. Have a little fun. Are you getting any laughs every time you pay your taxes? And do you jump quickly when you see nothing can be done? Although you work and slave and save, there's no ifs or ands or buts. Every time that Uncle Sammy takes his cut, what do you got left? Right, you can have a lot of fun. Try to find a new apartment. If your landlord's a goof, be aloof, kick him off the roof, son. Have a little fun with all the things that Mother Nature will learn. The sky, the earth, the moon. Things like diamond rings of never thrills, like the flowers that bloom every June. With the smiling eyes of a baby that shine like glittering stars. With a bird and the bee, with a river, the tree, with $1 million in the bank and a Cadillac car, you can have a lot of fun. Though you haven't got a penny, there's only just one thing must be done. Okay, Louie, drop the gun. Have a little fun, son. Go out and have yourself a little fun. You know, I recently saw Ray Bolger's show called Where's Charlie? And from that show, there's a very beautiful song that I don't think will ever grow old. My darling, I've wanted to call you my darling for many and many a day. My darling, I've fluttered and fled like a starling. My courage just melted away. Now all at once you kiss me, and there's not a thing I'm sane enough to say. My darling, get used to the name of my darling. It's here to stay. What a beautiful thought. Get used to the name of my darling. Because that's before you marry. After you're married, you got to get used to a few other names. Names like, Hey You, or, My darling. Girls, do you remember when he was courting you, he'd call you up every 10 minutes and he'd say, you miss me, you miss me. Now the only time he misses you is when his aim is bad. My darling. Do you remember when he used to drive up in his brand new Cadillac? And you'd pack up a lot of eats and you'd go on a picnic? Now it's a picnic if he comes home to eat. And you're afraid to ask him where he's been. He's liable to tell you. And he does. He says, my darling. Now that's the first sign he's been drinking. Heavily. He says, my darling, sorry I'm late. We had to initiate a new member into the lodge. Next morning you pick up a paper, the headlines read, Loyal Order of Lonely Husbands Raided. Fan dancer held. Next night it's another excuse. This one's a Lulu. This time he said he went to a revival meeting. Hallelujah. A revival meeting. He couldn't come home until they revived him. That's my darling. You know, girls, you try all kinds of things to make him stay home at night. You buy a television set. You even put a bar around it. Anybody want to buy a nice new Dumont? Cheap? And why? Tell me why. Only because he never remembers his anniversary. You have to keep reminding him, kind of subtle like. You say, George, you know what day today is? He says, yeah, it's Tuesday. You say, no, George. It means more than just Tuesday to me. He says, all right, so you want it to be Wednesday, so it's Wednesday. You say, but George, this is our anniversary. He says, what, again? We just had one last year. Oh, how we danced on our wedding eve. We danced and we danced 'cause your mother wouldn't leave. My darling, my darling.